10 Most Intense Episodes of NCIS, New Orleans, ranked. NCIS, New Orleans is a part of the global phenomenon NCIS TV franchise. The 2014 series is the third addition to the NCIS franchise and follows a team of NCIS agents investigating cases involving Navy and Marine personnel in New Orleans. The series starred notable actors such as Scott Bakula, Lucas Black, and CCH Pounder. The NCIS franchise is known for its intense action and emotions accompanying its investigation sequences. NCIS New Orleans keeps true to this essential part of the franchise. NCIS New Orleans was able to incorporate the core intensity of the franchise while establishing an individual identity that gave the series unique energy from its franchise siblings. The Third Man is the second-to-last episode of Season 2. The Third Man sees the agents of NCIS New Orleans investigating the murder of a Navy master diver. Things complicate for the case when Homeland Security gets involved, which adds a layer of intrigue to the story. The case intensifies when links to terrorism are formed, and the stakes are raised for the team. The Third Man sets the stage for one of the most intense finals for NCIS New Orleans. However, due to The Third Man being largely a setup for the final episode, the intensity is not at its full potential. The Third Man performs well as a setup episode, but fails to elevate beyond that. Season 2, Episode 23, Let It Ride, is a fun episode that proves NCIS New Orleans isn't afraid to be inventive. With the team facing a truly imposing foe, they are forced to take riskier measures to get justice and close their case. Let It Ride is the intense conclusion storyline to catch a criminal mastermind within high connections that made it challenging to capture him. The stakes are high for the team, and this forces them to get creative to reach their goal. This leads to a complex undercover operation where the NCIS New Orleans team sends their resident lab geek, Sebastian Lund, undercover. Seeing this fan-favorite character in a new environment adds to the excitement of Let It Ride. Season 4, Episode 21, Mind Games, is a truly shocking episode of NCIS New Orleans. As the team investigates the murder of a pilot, Agent Gregorio recognizes similarities to an old case she studied at the FBI Academy. When she turns to an old instructor for help, dark secrets emerge that could pose a danger to her. Mind Games reinforces the idea that adding Vanessa Ferlito as Tammy Gregorio to the main cast was a fantastic decision. Her character blends grit and sophistication with an unyielding determination that strengthens the core cast. Mind Games lets her character shine and pulls back the curtain into this character's past. Season 2, Episode 19, Means to an End, is a deeply personal episode of NCIS New Orleans. The episode opens with Special Agent Dwayne Pride's daughter, Laurel, being attacked while jogging and subduing her attacker. Further investigation reveals that Laurel and other members of the team have been being stalked and followed as they conducted their duties. Means to an End is a very personal episode of NCIS New Orleans. With their leader's daughter put in the crosshairs, the gloves come off, and the agents are willing to do anything to keep her safe. Means to an End is an incredibly intense episode of NCIS New Orleans with a personal undertone that makes it a fantastic watch. Season 2, Episode 15, No Man's Land, is an interesting case for the NCIS New Orleans team. An unknown man saves the life of a soldier, and further investigation reveals that the mysterious unknown man was a prisoner of war in Afghanistan. As the team searches for this POW, the emotional intensity of No Man's Land ratchets up to meet the intensity of the action. No Man's Land provides a gut punch of emotion that elevates the episode's action. The plight of prisoners of war is often overlooked, and this episode reminds viewers that they are not forgotten. This episode proves that NCIS New Orleans is more than just an action-packed investigation show, but rather a nuanced series that sets itself apart from other NCIS franchise series via ample action and emotion. Season 3, Episode 24, Poetic Justice, concludes a thrilling story arc in NCIS New Orleans. The NCIS New Orleans team must go up against the mayor of New Orleans as he works to enact a devastating plot against his own people. With a lack of allies they can trust in the city, the team must find a way to take down the most powerful person in the city before he can push New Orleans beyond repair. NCIS New Orleans Mayor Hamilton has been a recurring villain figure for Special Agent Pride and the team since the beginning of the series. This thrilling takedown wraps the plotline up nicely and features fantastic performances from the cast. Poetic justice is a satisfying conclusion with high stakes and intense action.